salvation in a tabernacle.
What's the crack? You're watching the Lab TV. We're here with Speculative Fiction, cuz. What's the story, mate?
Tis a nice day.
Tis a fine old day, so it is.
Yeah.
So first of all, I want to say, how does it feel to be decent at everything you do?
Just like that.
Yeah? Did I set the bar too high? No, you're like a typical Irish man. When you get a compliment, you're like,
I'm working on it. Do I have to lean into this? No.
no, but you can if you want, like. You can if you
It's
want.
kind of implying something.
No homo.
No, I'm working on it. I'm well aware of it.
Yeah, I'd be working on it too, so I feel it.
There was a good few years there going, yeah. Oh, I play music. Yeah, I do a bit of rap too. Like, you know, it's not shite, you know.
Yeah. And it isn't.
Yeah.
It's class. I want to tell you. I know if you get uncomfortable now because I'm giving you a compliment, I apologise.
No, I'm good.
Right. So prepare now.
Yeah.
Right. It's going to be flowery too.
Cool.
You are decent at it, and as an Irish rapper myself, when I listen to you, I get inspired.
Thank you.
I genuinely, and that goes for a lot of Irish rappers. And I want to give a shout out to Gatch too, because I just listened to him and the same thing. And inspiration, huh? What? Shout out to Gatch. And it just resonates, man. And so I want you to explain to the people where you come from, how you began rap. How did it become a thing that you do?
Well, I always been into music. I kind of started out in bands, playing guitar. Started singing after a while. About 11 years ago, I guess I started making beats of no particular genre on my. I got a Mac. I was doing graphic design, so I had to get a Mac for college. And started messing around making beats on GarageBand. And as I went on, the hip hop sound started reoccurring. And I was also just kind of getting into like underground hip hop and I guess kind of experimental, like left field hip hop at the time, and it kind of suited the. It was a similar mood to like the rock and metal and punk stuff I was into, like which, at the time, and it just made sense. And eventually, I started writing lyrics to it, and started releasing music after a while.
That's Tom. So I want to ask you as well. Where can people find your music?
Right. So, at the moment, I put music out through a Limerick-based, not record label called Unseen Music. That's UNSCENE Music, and so we have a Bandcamp that does loads of rap and hip hop and kind of weird electronic music and loads of other stuff on there. And I have a few releases on there, and then all the other typical places: Facebook, SoundCloud. What else do we have? YouTube. The only issue really is the spelling of the name, which
So can you spell?
deters people.
I was going to say, can you spell it out?
You probably have it on the screen, right?
We
Will it be along here?
You know, just
Yeah, so SPEKULATIVFIKTION. Seemed cool at the time.
Yeah.
And there's no Z's in it, so it still seems okay, you know. The Z's are kind of questionable these days.
I always rely on the automatic for it to come up automatically
Yeah,
when I'm searching.
yeah. That doesn't happen with me.
I'm like spec and then spec fiction, speculative. I don't know how to spell. I can't spell in general.
Every second poster that my name is on, it's spelt incorrectly. But that's my own fault. I'm not going to change it now though, like.
No, stick to your guns, boy.
Yeah.
And the universe responding kindly. I'm telling you, boy.
Yeah.
So tell us the first EP you ever released.
Right, so
Let's go back.
I don't really want to talk about that one, but yeah, we'll talk through it.
Okay, we'll move to a different one.
No, we will talk about it.
No,
But
this is about you, boy.
right,
It's about you. So whatever you want to do.
you're throwing me off now, man.
Sorry.
Uh,
The first EP.
yeah, I guess around 2010 I released an EP, which has disappeared off the internet now. Even though I'm still very happy with the production on that thing. my beat making was definitely ahead of my lyricism and my rapping at the time. But it still got well received, like got kind of national press on the newspapers and stuff, and people in Cork seemed to like it, and I started gigging off the back of that. But the first kind of proper stuff then I really did was, I would say in 2012, I went up to Dublin to Deviant / Naive Ted's place where he was living at the time in the summer for a couple of days, and we just made beats and threw songs together on the spot. And we released an EP called 48 because it was like written, recorded, artwork done, and put up online in 48 hours.
Sweet.
And that's still around. It's yeah, that was never released on Bandcamp or anything. There's like a download link for it. There's one track on our SoundCloud. But yeah, that was the first. Yeah, what I was saying about the lyrics there, that really pushed me because I literally had to get it all together on the spot, and still had to be, I wanted it a certain standard. So that was one of those kind of leaps. Yeah, and then the next year I released a project I'd kind of put together myself, like mostly my own production and a few other people that I'd been working on for a while. That was called Deadly Words, and that got a good bit of hype and stuff at the time. That was 2013. That was a good year. I got to open for Immortal Technique and Danny Brown, and we did Electric Picnic, and it was just a good buzz.
Sweet.
And it was well received.
What was that like, opening?
Immortal Technique, that was cool, yeah.
Did you get to meet him?
You know what? I was in. This is like that Irish man thing you're talking about, where you're like, oh no, don't give me compliments. Oh, I was in a total headspace where I was like, oh, I don't want to be one of those people who goes up annoying, and like, now I'm like, Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah. I'd had the same reaction.
I need a photo book of all the missed opportunities. Yeah, like with the bands as well. Like we opened for bands we loved and stuff, and I was too like, I don't know, I had this thing where I was like, no, don't be one of those annoying people. Yeah. No, I just wish I had photos with all those people I played with. Like,
it is a hard thing to ask for, isn't it?
I'm getting on it now, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I met Chris Cornell in airport once, and I had that reaction. I was like, yeah. Okay, I mean, I love the man's voice.
Yeah.
So I want to tell him this, and I'd like an autograph too, because he's cool, like.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I was petrified. But I just was like, if I went over and I was funny, you know?
Yeah.
If I just said something funny. So I went over to him and I said, hey, Chris, do you want my autograph?
That's good.
And he kind of grunted, and then I was like, gave him the piece of paper.
On the day.
And he signed it, and I thought, oh, maybe he's in a bad headspace, you know?
Yeah.
You know, because celebrities are humans.
Yeah.
You know?
But he definitely was in some kind of bad headspace at some point, as we.
Yeah, looking back now, I see, I get it, you know. But anyway, that was my experience of that. So tell us, right, the cool shit you did with Primetime as well.
Oh yeah, so did a couple of bits with Primetime actually. So last year, 2017. Was it last year? It's all a blur. Yeah, it was last year. So Mankey, right. Young Limerick producer called Mankey also puts stuff out on Unseen.
Shout out to Mankey.
He's, I don't know, just go listen to him. He's unbelievable. Mankyy. But his first proper EP he put out, it's like half instrumental and half tracks featuring myself and a few of the Limerick lads. And yeah, I did one track on that with him, and Primetime did kind of a video thing. Around April last year. That was the first kind of thing we did with them. No Sleep filmed it. We're a great bunch of lads.
Shout out.
Yeah, we did a couple of, there was dancers and stuff in it. It was cool. It was like kind of lo-fi, weird.
It was sick, man.
But it was nice to get the buzz, like, because, you know, it got a bit of notice with the lads backing and everything. And yeah, then more recently at the start of this year, a few of us, they did a little series with a few Cork rappers. There was Gatch, Switch, and Jay Ronick, and myself just did, and Stevie was DJing just for the video, like. And but yeah, we're just upstairs on Primetime in front of a white screen, rapping over, what was that beat? Bodak Yellow. Yeah, I literally don't keep up to date with chart music, or I'm really bad for like current hip hop too, like, so unless it's like weird stuff that's out on tape. So but yeah, that's what we rapped on. It was cool.
Sweet.
And Gatch killed it.
Go on, Gatch out, Gatch, cuz. He's decent, boy.
Yeah, but yeah, that was a good boys. Primetime are dead on their sound. They do those little window gigs as well, like with. They did one with Cutting Heads, and they do it with other people. It's really cool. Like
Savage.
it's a nice little, you know. And they have the skateboarding stuff, and they're just promoting the kind of culture that they're kind of associated with. That's what you need, like, from
it's pretty cool.
businesses like that. Like
It's pretty cool. Like, I want to ask you as well about the hashtag Cork Rap Renaissance.
yes,
So that gig that was on Culture Night.
yeah.
Can you talk about that and talk about the hashtag Renaissance?
Yeah, so my most current EP is called Effigies, produced fully by Mankey. But yeah, that came out in January, and when I did a big interview with The Echo with Mike McGrath, we have to shout out Mike McGrath because he's an absolute hero for Cork music.
Shout out to Mike McGrath.
And yeah, but there was a little. He asked me a question about, because I'm quite involved with some of the Limerick lads, and he was just asking about Limerick, and I was like, I have to get a little bit of Cork in here too. Like, I can't be like pissing on my own doorstep, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but I was like, you know, I knew all the lads, like Switch is working on stuff. Gatch had his mixtape coming out. I knew people were putting stuff out, and I was like, you know, there seems to be a bit of a buzz. We need to elevate it. Like, Cam de Goolies reckons he came up with the phrase. I can't really remember, but in the interview, I just said, I think there's kind of a Cork Rap Renaissance going to happen this year, and then somehow we all just were like, yeah, let's just start hashtagging that, and people can look through on Facebook and Instagram and see what people have been up to. Like,
It's pretty cool, man.
But it's nice, like, and I think as it went on, like, do you know, there's actually a good amount of rappers in Cork doing quite different stuff, you know, different scenes, quite different types of music, even just because they're rappers. I think that's another thing. It doesn't mean, do you know, don't know what I was going to say there, but anyway, yeah, I think so. Basically, along with that, I was like, you know, we should put on a gig under this banner, just get a lot of people to play, and like, I wanted to do it kind of maybe at the end of the summer, but like the summer was just busy, and then this. For Culture Night, Liam, the manager of Alchemy, had asked would I play in Alchemy, and there was another couple of acts set to play, and that didn't happen, and he was like, oh, I need to do something, and I was like, just do this, and he was like, oh yeah, brilliant, we'll do that. So we just threw it together at the last minute and got Jay Ronick, Switch, Cam de Goolies, Gatch, some other load of other lads showed up. Got a shout out Matra. Keep your eyes open for Matra.
Shout out, he did that. He's the thing that did the poem, spoken word.
Yeah, he's good. The lads are releasing stuff. I think Howsu is the label they're releasing stuff under. There's a great band, Ghost King is dead on that too. So I hope I pronounced it right. Hausu or something. I don't know. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Yeah, so that's how that started. I was just, when that opportunity came, I was like, right, it's not going to happen unless we do something, like, so just threw that on. And so maybe we'll do more events like that, just get different.
I think you should, 100, man.
Because there's some, you know, some people, like, if we do those types of gigs, it's going to bring people together who probably wouldn't usually do gigs together. Mm-hmm. And it was actually, like, it's good crack, like, you know. Man,
I was in the audience, and as an audience member, the experience itself was fucking savage.
Yeah.
It was all rap, but different kinds.
Yeah.
And everybody was really
fucking for good. Everyone, like.
Everyone was really good at what they do.
Yeah.
And it was really good to see all of that come together.
Yeah.
Instead of divide.
Yeah, exactly.
Togetherness. Because the thing I love about the hashtag Cork Rap Renaissance is that it promotes that together we're better. Like,
it's the whole. It's not one collective. It's the whole city, the whole county.
Yeah, and like,
because don't get me wrong, like I'd still be very. With my own music, I'm very, like, I have a vision for it. Like, I have good friends like that I probably wouldn't want to do a track with because I just don't. It mightn't work, like, but it's and doing gigs and stuff. But this was supposed to be something all that aside, you know.
Yeah. No, I feel it, man.
Because you know, even I can't, like, as dark as some of my music is, like, there's a lot of just ideas of togetherness and just stuff like that. And I think I'd be a bit of a hypocrite if I was just like, oh, you know, I'm only going to do gigs with me and like Cutting Heads and weird rappers. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. This just seemed like a good way to do that. Like, just get
Well, it
everyone
was
together.
class, man. From my own personal experience, I love rap, right? And I love Alchemy. And
Yeah.
those two
Great
things together.
Yeah, I was like, geez, man, there might never be another gig like that in Alchemy at all. Like,
I was in
the
heaven, but
place was going mad. Like,
I was in heaven.
that was
It was
class.
savage. It was absolutely class. Hashtag Cork Rap Renaissance, cuz.
Yeah, and that's it. I didn't expect that. Like, I was like, whoa, I knew it'd be a good crack. Like, and we had a graffiti artist, Jambo, out the side.
Shout out to Jambo.
You'd see his piece on the side, when you're at the front door, go around the corner. He's got like a cool old man face with a trippy space triangle
Nice.
coming out of his third eye or his head or something.
Hashtag Cork Art Renaissance.
Yeah, we'd get dancers the next time.
Yeah, all the elements, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, dream big. Dream big.
And I definitely did like one of the best freestyles I ever did too. Like, and it was totally just the
To the
buzz.
beatbox.
And it was the lads. No, that was just an old verse. But there was I think you weren't there, but just Jay and YP just were up freestyling over beats, and I was like, yeah, gotta get up.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have done it unless that's the thing. That vibe was there, and it was like that competitive thing too, like with a bit of crack.
Yeah,
And I was
exactly.
like, this is really good.
You know what? That's a great thing that you said, because out of that, bringing everyone together thing,
Yeah,
and bringing difference together as well, even though it's similar in its essence. But bringing difference together can inspire you to do things you didn't know you could do.
Yeah.
You know?
exactly.
And I'm also learning. You can learn so much. For me, from watching all the different acts,
Yeah.
I learned an awful lot from each artist because it was all different.
Yeah,
You know? Jay Ronick with the showmanship.
yeah.
Gatch with the flow and
Yeah.
the coolness, except like you can't learn how to be cool, you know?
Yeah.
But
The only thing I will say is that everyone there, like, they're putting out material of us, whatever style it is. There's a quality control, and they're fully formed artists. Like,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
that's the only criteria, really.
that's the be all and the end.
Yeah.
But that's a fucking great criteria.
Yeah.
That's a great criteria. That's what you need. Like. Spec, do you have a message for the people?
What did Lloyd say? Don't take drugs.
Yeah.
Stay,
Stay in school.
in school. It's 2018. You can just do your junior cert and go do a PLC course.
Tell them.
I spent a lot of time in education, but it's good crack. No, it's serving me now. It's all serving me now. Like. But yeah, message. I don't know. Chill out. Stop overthinking stuff. Be in the moment. And yeah, that's about it, really.
Yeah, tell them. We got to support local lads and support Spec as well. Like this Fiend is a very fucking talented man. Like, so if you have a chance, no, make the fucking chance. Click the links, go check it out, download that shit, send him praise. Yeah, do it because it's fucking sick. Hashtag Cork Rap Renaissance. Together we are better. Bye. You've been watching the Lab TV. We are all class. It's just a journey to the Y. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell them.